What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we got some interesting news from Showtime president of sports, Stephen Espinoza. As Stephen Espinoza is going to be part of a fight card tonight that's going to see boxing novice, YouTube sensation, Jake Paul. Okay, Jake Paul is going to take on UFC retired, legendary, iconic, Hall of Fame superstar in Anderson the Spider Silva. Okay, Jake Paul is a novice in the sport of boxing. He's actually a professional boxer, though. Okay, and with that said, Jake Paul, he has been on a tear, making a name. He's 5 wins, no loss, no draw, 4 wins by way of knockout. 25 years of age, 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach. Okay, he fights at a very high weight. He made his debut fighting Ali Gibb, who was a YouTuber, got a first-round knockout. Then he fought NBA superstar Nate Robinson. He knocked him out brutally in the 2nd round. Then he fought UFC superstar Ben Askren. He knocked him out in the 1st round. Then he fought another UFC legend, Tyron Woodley, who he fought him twice. He knocked him out. First fight ended in a decision, and the 2nd fight ended in a 6th-round knockout victory. Okay, now he's going to fight Anderson Silva, who's a professional boxer. Anderson Silva is 3 wins, 1 loss, so he actually had professional fights. Tyron Woodley never had professional fights. Ben Askren never had professional boxing fights. Nate Robinson clearly never had professional fights, and neither did Ali Gibb, who was a YouTuber himself, right? So they was all making their debuts. This is the first time he's going to fight a guy who actually has boxing background and experience, Anderson Silva. But obviously, Anderson Silva is much older, okay? Anderson Silva is 3 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 2 wins by way of knockout. He himself was knocked out. He's 6'2" with a 78-inch arm reach, okay? So with that said, Anderson Silva, obviously, he's a striker, in the UFC, but he can use his legs, he can use his hands, he can use, he can use his hands, he can use his legs. He's 47 years of age, right? 47 years of age he is, you know what I mean? And so with that said, he's been knocked out before. More than likely, Jake Paul is going to knock out Anderson Silva tonight. But Anderson Silva knows how to handle himself, okay? He knows how to defend himself. He knows how to handle himself. He's not, and so did Tyron Woodley, but Anderson Silva knows how to handle himself in a professional boxing match. Tyron Woodley did not. So with that said, now Stephen Espinoza is stating that we're going to get a strong possibility. We're going to get legendary, retired, Hall of Fame, iconic superstar boxer who retired 50-0. The man known as Money, Floyd Mayweather Jr., okay, who's going on the exhibition tour. He's doing multiple exhibitions. He has an exhibition coming up November, another exhibition. He just had an exhibition bout in Dubai, against Dangerous Don Moore. Now he's going to have another exhibition bout coming up in November. And he did an exhibition bout against Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul, in Miami, okay, which did pretty good numbers, and they both got paid well, and they did that fight in Miami. Now Stephen Espinoza, who signed Jake Paul to a multi-fight deal, is now saying the plan is to have Floyd Mayweather fight against Jake Paul. Says that it's going to do big numbers, it's going to do huge numbers, it's going to be a huge draw, and now he's looking to make that fight happen next, okay? We know Floyd Mayweather, he recently stated that he wanted to have, another professional match, another professional boxing match, okay, that counts against his record. And, he wants to, have one more, right? Essentially, he's 50-0. He stated that he wanted to fight against, in a rematch against another UFC legend that's still active, in Conor McGregor, which did massive numbers, okay? So Floyd Mayweather finished his professional career 50-0, no losses, no draws, 27 wins by way of knockout, okay? He fought Conor McGregor. That was August of 2017. He knocked out Conor McGregor in the 10th round, okay? The last official boxer he fought was 2015 against Andre Berto. Okay, so with that said, you know, Floyd Mayweather said he wants to have, now Rocky Marciano, he retired 50-0, okay? And Rocky Marciano, 49-0. So Floyd Mayweather broke Rocky Marciano record of 50-0, okay? But he did so against Conor McGregor, who was a UFC fighter and was making his debut. So I believe Floyd Mayweather, as a competitor, just wants to fight another fighter. He wants to fight Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, Dana White, they turned it down. He's still active in the UFC, right? And so now they're just looking to, Floyd Mayweather's just looking to, you know, add another fight. He said he don't want to fight somebody that's going to, he's going to take punishment and possibly get hurt. But he wants to have an official boxing match, a real fight. And Jake Paul represents that, because Jake Paul knocks out Anderson, the Spider Silva, tonight. The buzz about him is going to be huge. Okay, it's going to be absolutely huge, right? And because Anderson Silva's star status is even bigger and even greater than Tyron Woodley. He got a lot of buzz for knocking out Tyron Woodley in dramatic fashion, but knocking out Anderson Silva in dramatic fashion is on a whole nother level. And the buzz around Jake Paul after knocking out Anderson Silva would be ridiculous, to say the least. And so you can see he would be 6 wins, no loss, no draw, 5 wins by way of knockout, right? Knocking out 2 UFC legends. And he's a professional boxer. Unlike Logan Paul. Logan Paul wasn't a professional boxer, and that was an exhibition format. This would be a professional boxing match for Floyd Mayweather. That would count. So he's a 10-rounder, he said he wanted to do. So they're setting that up, right? They're clearly setting that up. Stephen Espinosa let it be known. Floyd Mayweather is fighting on DAZN. He's let it be known that he's partnering with the PBC, obviously, Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman, who has deals with Showtime and Fox. But yet Floyd Mayweather's fighting on DAZN, his next exhibition bout, right, in November. So, you know, this just lets you know it's a business, right? And they believe that they can sell you, you know, entertainment is exactly what it is, right? It's entertainment, okay? And so with that said, right, they're setting up. So this is what he had to say. Stephen Espinosa says that Floyd Mayweather versus Jake Paul has potential to be bigger than Mayweather versus Logan Paul, which was pretty big, right? Now, obviously, like I said, Jake Paul has to get past, you know, Anderson Silva tonight, right? And then they're going to look to make this fight. And it's for entertainment, but they're going to sell you, you know, it's another notch in actual fight. You know, it's a storyline. Jake Paul, you can see they were setting this up with the Jake Paul snatching Floyd Mayweather hat, got your hat and ran. That went absolutely viral. Floyd Mayweather was upset, you know, then he fought Logan Paul. You know, there was a whole big thing. It went absolutely viral when Jake Paul snatched Floyd Mayweather's hat off his head and ran, got your hat. And I know people are going to say, Blue, why are you even talking about this? This is why I'm talking about it. Because I can't understand how they can put on these exhibition bouts. Showtime has interest in these exhibition bouts. But there's no real meaningful fights happening on Showtime right now. None. There aren't any meaningful fights happening on Showtime. Not a single one. They couldn't get the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight over the hump. The biggest fight in boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis can't get a fight with Ryan Garcia. Huge fight. Jermell Charlo fought May of this year, and we already knew his next opponent. He's an undisputed champion. He fought May of this year. We already knew his next opponent, and yet he is not looking to fight until January. Jermell Charlo hasn't fought since June of 2021. They're talking about David Benavidez fighting Jose Uzcategui in January. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez should be the biggest fight. One of the biggest fights. They're talking about that fight ain't going to happen. We can't get none of these meaningful fights to take place. Not a single meaningful fight to take place this year outside of we had Deontay Wilder make his ring return. We had Tank fight, Rolly Romero. That was in May. Jamel Charlo for Undisputed. That was in May. Errol Spence in April. What happened after that? Nothing. Nothing. This just goes to show you where the mind is, where the focus is in the sport of boxing. It's just a business. It's not about the fans. It's not about legacy. All of those things, accolades, that's out the window. It's not about that anymore. It's solely about the business, period, and making money. What the promoters, networks, managers can generate to fill up their pockets, that's what the sport of boxing is about now, period. It's not about the fans. It's not about the fighters and their legacy. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me just say this too. Jake Paul has had 2 dates already for Showtime this year. He had a date where he was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, and it fell through, right? He was supposed to fight Hasim Rahman Jr., and that fell through. And now, right, he is having another date. That's amazing, right? And Jamel Charlo, the undisputed champion, only has 1 date. Amazing, isn't it? That's all I got for y'all, man. Hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.